that the press is not the enemy of the people. I think we deserve that.
I think the president has made his position known. I also think it's ironic.
Would you mind telling us,
I'm trying to answer your question.
Okay. The president of the United States should not refer to us as the enemy of the people.
I appreciate your passion. I share it. I've addressed this question. I've addressed my personal feelings. I'm here to speak on behalf of the president. He's made his comments clear.
White House Press Secretary Sarah Sanders at the brink of tears yesterday after another contentious briefing with reporters, the tense relationship between the president and the media sparking a growing debate about who is to blame. Our own Chris Stirewalt sounding off earlier to me on Outnumbered. Watch.
We should stop having reporters at those Trump rallies. Everybody should stop having reporters penned up like veal in the back of those things for the president to use as a prop. And then some of the reporters then exploit that for their own personal benefit. This is not helping anybody. Get out of the hall. Leave the cameras. Get the reporters out of the hall. Quit letting him use you as a foil.
Wow. So no more cameras, no more televised press briefings, and no more cameras and reporters at Trump rallies. Direct from their own D.C. studio, Guy Benson and Marie Harf, co-hosts of the Fox News radio program Benson and Harf. Guy, I'll come to you first. Do you agree or disagree with the Steyer who was on fire today?
Well, first of all, happy Friday to you, Harris. Thanks for having us. I'm going to have to disagree with my distinguished colleague from West Virginia on this one, and here's the reason why. I get where Chris is coming from. Sometimes the White House press briefings feel like pure theater, where the White House has its agenda, certain reporters have their own agenda, and we don't actually get much quality information out of it. But that is still an opportunity for the American people to see journalists putting questions to the White House on camera. I think there is something inherently valuable about that. And as for these rallies, sometimes it does feel like there's not a ton of new news being broken. Maybe you don't need every single journalist there. But journalists have an absolute right to be at a public event hosted by the President of the United States. And to say that we should pull them out because they are mere props, I don't agree.
Yeah.
Marie?
Yeah, Guy and I actually agree on a lot of that. And I would actually put more of the onus at these rallies on President Trump. He likes to get the crowd whipped up into a frenzy. He knows that it plays well.
I want to go back to the press briefing if we can, because we're kind of getting down far afield. And the fact of the matter is, it's the President of the United States, and I think there'd be a lot of journalistic hands in the air to go cover that. But the press briefing, Marie, I'm particularly curious to get your point of view on this, because you were with a former administration, and you, too, you know what it's like to be in that seat. We asked questions of you when you were at State.
Absolutely. And I agree with Guy that there is something inherently good about people getting to ask questions of their government on camera every single day or almost every day. So I think that it is an important thing to do. I think Sarah Sanders should probably maybe get into a little more substance, and reporters should push her on more substance in these briefings. They are not perfect, that is for sure, but they're really important, and the answer is not doing away with them, just like the answer isn't pulling the press out of rallies because the president likes to attack them. I think the president, quite frankly, Harris, should set a better tone. I know he's frustrated with the coverage, but you can criticize the coverage without making it personal and hostile, and he should do that.
One thing I would say, and I don't know if people drill down enough on this, but Sarah Sanders said, as Jim Acosta was going after her, I share your passion on this issue. When he asked whether or not she believed the media are the enemy, she said, but my job today is to stand up here and tell you the perspective from the president and the White House, and we know where the president stands on it. The back and forth really was the opposite of the great journalistic appetite that we could have fed the day before with all of the leaders in the intelligence community telling us how they're going to protect us in November. I agree with you, Guy. It is necessary for us to have that access and be able to ask about those questions.